yeah. Beyond the vow, where the truth gets real. Faith and love, yeah, that's the deal. WC and Maria, bringing that glow. Tuesday nights is the show you gotta know.
Love ain't a moment, it's a movement we found. Beyond the vows, where the real talk sounds. From single to married, decades deep. Together we rise, where the promise is key.
Lessons in laughter, faith in the mix. Every story a bond, every challenge a fix.
SKST,
Tune in, don't be late.
7 p.m.
Fan trip,
Let's elevate. So come vibe with us. Take a seat, take a bow. We're diving deep beyond the vow.
Good evening.
Hi.
Good evening. Good morning. Good afternoon. Where you are in this great world that you happen to find yourself in. Because if you're in Germany, it's real late at night right now. Where our daughter is late at night. But hi, sweetheart. How you doing? You look at the delicious as ever. Hey. Hey. Anyway, welcome to I was going to say Beauty in the Vow.
Beyond the vow, sir. Beyond the vow.
Beyond the Vow. I'm your host, Steve Brown.
Brown.
And just our disclaimer is we're not experts. We're just married.
Yep.
So anyway, this has been an exciting week. I mean, we had some great things that happened. You all know that I've been out for a while. I was out from having surgery, and Maria took over and ran the show for us. And just in case you see a little kid every now and then come through, we got the grandbaby tonight. She's with us. And you know what? Those grand video where like a child used to go back to the parent and he'd be screaming and hollering, because they don't want to leave, they stay with the grandpa and grandma. But and then when they see grandma, they run and grandma doesn't. They go right past grandma and go right to grandma. So I want to thank you, Salon, for doing that. Okay. Anyway,
They remember the feast, though.
yeah. When you to one time it just broke my heart, and I wonder, you bet. I said so. Okay. Anyway. Again, welcome to Beyond the Vows, WC Brown and Mayor Brown. Yes. So listen, first, shout out to our sponsor, deafchildhope.org, childhope.org. Okay, that is our wonderful organization where you get a chance to sponsor a child that's not only in poverty but is also deaf, and this help them to be able to communicate. And these children are all over the world. So go to deafchildhope.org. You see her right here. Okay. Right. This is our interactive show. So the video, and it's pretty big. Choke. Anyway, listen, we got a awesome special guest that's on with us tonight. And we got two videos I'm showing. So this one, I'm going to use a walker and a cane for my hip surgery. And it was just a pain and things. So I began to see people on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, these miracles, people who had strokes, people that talked about things going on, and they actually were able to walk and talk and just do things that they weren't supposed to be able to do. and it was just blowing me away. So I asked a wonderful Dr. Unique James and Coco hit me up because she always thinking about me, that she knows that I have to great spirit. It wasn't until I saw some people who are really good who went through this and they were powerful. It was powerful to see, you know, pick up, take a break. You want to take a break now? Okay, we're going to take a break and we're going to come back and we're going to show you a little bit about the super patch. We're going to be doing another coconut butter right here on the Vows.
Patrick Otema is 15 years old. He was born deaf, but in this remote region of northern Uganda, there are no schools for deaf children. In his whole life, Patrick's never had a conversation.
Hello. You good?
His father, Charles, looks after him. They are only able to communicate through very basic gestures.
Kalau madam baca lora ke doga kita ku lora ne peniang eto aramo te mungkin main ni nyara wa yeno ko kwan ko cher porno aporo.
We've been sitting here talking about Patrick in front of him, and while he's been watching us, he doesn't understand what we're saying. It feels almost rude. But this is what Patrick's life is like all the time.
I'm here with someone who wants to change all that. Raymond Okello is deaf himself and a sign language teacher.
Do you think he could learn sign language? This is pretty much Patrick's existence. His father gestures to him what he wants him to do, and when he's finished, he goes back to his hut to spend the rest of the day on his own.
Patrick's fate is not unusual. The majority of deaf people in sub-Saharan Africa have never been taught sign language. Unable to communicate with others, they are trapped in their own minds. Raymond became deaf as a child after a bout of malaria. 6 months ago, he travelled to the capital for intensive training in sign language. Now he's returned to his village to do something unprecedented. He's going to teach the first sign language course ever set up here.
Raymond, are you nervous?
It's 2 o'clock. The first deaf students start turning up. And class begins.
The course has already started, but Patrick hasn't turned up yet, and I'm worried that his father couldn't convince him to leave home.
A few minutes later, Patrick arrives.
All right, we are back. That video was wonderful. That young man, Patrick, he's going to end up, he won't be hearing what he can sound, he'll communicate.
To be able to communicate with others.
Yes, that,
Something
deafchildhood.org. So this, I'm going to bring on our special guest, Coco, and we discovered she has been in radio over 30 years. She has a great show, and we were together at Ray's Radio, 92.5, 104.9, of course, the station is now off the air, but it's just enormous, and her is about me. So, Coco, you there? I see your face. Wow. I would turn it on in. So this awesome technology called the Super Patch.
Coco, can you hear us? Can you hear us, Coco?
The signal is weak. It's very choppy. I think you just addressed me. I hope I'm heard.
So called the Super Patch. Last Wednesday,
Are you here?
I was still in, still in the walker, and I used the cane because of that surgery.
Right.
And Coco, like about thought it not robbery to have them come by the house and show us how this Super Patch works. So what I saw people using the patch that I do, then I would.
Coco, can you?
Okay. I'm FaceTiming you on your phone, Willie, in case we have a bad connection. So you want to pick up? Can you hear me?
We can.
Okay. So pick up your FaceTime. I'm FaceTiming you. We'll call you again. It's really choppy. There we go. So put the microphone up to your microphone. Put your phone mic up to the mic so your audience can hear me. Okay. Hey, Miss Maria.
So listen, I was just telling the audience about the that us to, and the fact that tell us about the people who don't know you, and that should not be very many people. But even if you how.
Okay, so yes, I am Cocoa Butter.
Okay, so
Cocoa Butter. Cocoa Butter is about 34 years old. Wow. Time.
yes. I am Cocoa Butter. That's my radio name.
Her super passion back in March.
Back in March, and even though they had laid us off, Dr. Praneek still wanted to go through with the event. And before I did the event, I saw her post a video with a child who was on the spectrum, and they had a little autism. They act out, they roll around on the floor, and as soon as you put the patch, I think it was the Liberty patch, on this baby, he immediately calmed down. And the wonderful thing about this product, it has no chemicals, absolutely no chemicals. It's technology, it's braille for the brain. Place it on your skin, it is not addicting. And the young man who invented it was for his mother back in 2017 or 2019. He invented socks for his mother who had multiple sclerosis. So he invented it out of love for his mother. Of course, they sized it down to just a patch. So I immediately thought of you once the event was over. Well, first I thought of my granddaughter because she had serious allergy problems. So I tried the patch on her, boom, no more allergies. So then I thought of other people in my family, but I didn't connect with them. I immediately thought of you, and I had to connect with you because I know that you had, went through some surgery, and I was like, he needs healing, and so I called you.
Yeah, and it was just amazing. So first of all, after that, you have to see it for yourself, and that's what really caught my eye. And when Doc came over, it was just, I was expecting the great. I was expecting the great. I was expecting to be able to walk that night. So that expectation was already up, And just to have the evidence after a patch, I think I got up. Well, y'all expected me to get up, walking around the living room, and when y'all get up, I walked outside. And of course, the next day, I was riding my bicycle, and what y'all did was my wife, especially for me, I know whatever she puts down, that really pick me up, you always do 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And see her get up by herself, her daughter's part, just cannot leave it. So I just spent all this world with she was telling me that she said, I'm obsessed with these passions. I said, well, obsession. I said, I'm passionate because it's done. And it was also the business opportunity, which it was incorporated, what it did for us.
Yeah.
I wanted to share that. It wasn't about the money. I wanted to share that with others, and so, and got talking to my bishop. He had a stroke, and some people that had some issues, so we had people there. And she decided Sunday we were going to have fun. And came, and the sweet miracle came, the spirit, it just was voodoo, and the spirit, it just was like, because even, was it fruit of the spirit of Salon?
Fruit of the spirit hair salon.
Just that. And they had what's called the five-fold patch, which is considered like the Bible. It was pretty super.
Yeah.
And I saw it before service started. He couldn't move his legs on himself. Got him in the chair. Working on him. He screwed his head. And she would start screaming.
Yeah.
And then he
off the pulpit without his walker.
Yep, left the church with she came back and got it, but he left out of the church without his walker.
Mother, same thing. She took 3 of us to pick her up out the chair, and then she's up by herself. The granddaughter, I mean, calmness. The older elder, still his, and it's just amazing. So this super patch is just amazing. I just thank you, thinking about this, and apparently I promoted
that's what I was gonna say. Congratulations, you already made senior director. Congratulations. I wish you had an applause sounder because you made it in 1 week. Yes, 7 days, and you're already senior director. So congratulations on that. But I just want to quickly say to those who might really be in the church and really Christian and then like it's in the scriptures where Jesus said that we will perform the miracles he performed and more. You can research that. As a matter of fact, I don't want to lose you. Memorize where it is, but you can of the intelligence that God had blessed him with in technology. He used the love for his mother to invent this with sound in mind. So this technology is scripture based because it was invented out of power, out of love. Or Super Patch website, And the man himself who invented it, he can explain it more on how it actually sends frequencies up to your brain and helps your brain to turn on and begin to heal your body, whether it's inflammation, which is the majority of all diseases, is inflammation. And it helps your body to do what God already intended the body to do, and that is to heal and be healthy. Right, heal itself. Yes.
People who are blind,
Yes.
they can read their fingers. You know,
Right.
they had this video of this guy. This is what it's like. Reading a horoscope, and he goes, "Whoa!" Anyway, Coco, thank you so much. And we're gonna show a commercial about how the patch works. So, on the billboard in Times Square.
Oh wow, I haven't seen that one yet.
We're gonna
But
we're gonna play this video right.
It's a wonderful, miraculous product. And I just want the people to understand that this is a service. We love serving. This is not, of course, we want to make money because that's the system that we live in. But our intentions are to heal the world and patch.
Let me talk on and we'll bring you back on again soon.
All right, thank you.
All right.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
So that was, we're going to go to commercial break so you can watch how the patch works.
The most advanced wearable technology in the market, with 15 plus years of research and development. Super patches are 100% drug-free, non-invasive, and backed by science. Our skin absorbs and transmits information from many different types of stimulation. Every physical, emotional, and psychological function has a corresponding neural code or message in our brain that controls and regulates it. Due to factors such as injury, stress, genetics, etc., these neural codes can get disrupted, leading to poor health, wellness, and performance. At Superpatch, we've decoded these neural messages that manage the neural control of physical, emotional, and psychological functions. Every single super patch has a unique pattern of ridges in it, similar to a QR code. When these ridges come in contact with our skin, the receptors in and around our skin send a message to our brain, which then decodes it. This intricate pattern of ridges is known as vibrotactile technology, or VTT for short. When the patch stimulates the skin receptors, it generates and sends a very complex signal to our brain to correct the specific neural codes that may be disrupted. The effects are almost immediate. So you focus less on overcoming wellness and quality of life challenges and more on living a happier and healthier life. Whether it's improving your sleep, enhancing your sports performance, or unlocking other life-enhancing benefits, Superpatch has you covered. Try Superpatch today and start your health and wellness journey. www.superpatch.com.
So that is that. Matter of fact, got it right over here. I was just showing around fast. Anyway, so listen, if you want to know more about that, you can go to mwbrown.superpatch.com. That's mwbrown.superpatch.com, and put it up on the screen before the show is over. So anyway, we're going to thank Cocoa Butter for that. So, as you see, we've got our logo on. It's kind of good with the side. Have your picture on your t-shirt. You know, that's me. You like that, dude? Yeah. So, babe, tell me what's good with you.
Everything's good. Mm-hmm. Everything's good. Like, what do you want?
I don't know. How's your week been?
Today is Tuesday. I had a busy day today and yesterday. So, but it's Just trying to catch up on.
Yeah, we've had a weekend.
Oh.
We sang, we performed twice. Then we had a birthday party too, and that was pretty fun. Guys, I'm telling you, you have to. This I'm so bad she teaches me this. You have to get some quality time together. You know, we had so much fun at the birthday party. You know, and we're really looking for more things. And we were trying to do movies, but
Lord, you have nothing but the Lord. Who wants to look at it?
I wanted to see,
Dude.
but I wanted to see Hail Mary, the space movie.
Yeah, look at the rock.
But it was more than just
Thank you.
and then you didn't want to see the horror picture,
No, no.
blood and gore and all that kind of stuff. So we just didn't end up going. And then we decided to go look at the movie at home. And I think halfway through the movie, all I heard was, yeah, so you have to decide that movie all over again. We really
Or
don't.
that day that would both relax.
And we're not tired, and we can do that. So listen, over the weeks and months, we're in our second season of Beyond the Vows. You know, as we go further, you know, in more weeks, we're going to be talking more about the vows, marital vows, not just vows to your significant other, but we're talking about vows to yourself. Okay, vows that you make that you're going to lose weight, you're going to be healthy, you know, and what happens when we break those vows, and what are the circumstances, you know.
I mean, if we think about ourselves, the Lord is the one to suffer the consequences. Is us.
Is us, exactly. So those are things, and please, you have to write us. If you want to be on this program, if you have questions, if you have concerns, please write us today at beyondthevows.skstv@gmail.com. We want to hear from you. We want to talk about things that you want to talk about. So that's beyondthevows.skstv@gmail.com. Okay, we want to hear from you today. Okay, then of course, if you want your own podcast like us, you got to call 757-391-4352. It's on the screen. Call today. This space can be for you. You know, we have other studios, and this is exciting to be able to do this with my spouse. And it's something that I will never forget. It's something that we enjoy doing together. And of course, there's a lot of couples out there, doing it. I ain't thinking about that. All I'm thinking about is who I'm working with. Because she makes me look good. Yes, don't you?
I guess.
You do, you make me look good. So you last week, what were you talking about last week?
You don't remember?
Brain freeze. So all the timers.
I think we were talking about love languages.
Love language. Yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Of us talking about different love languages. It was 5. It was 5 of them. Like acts of service. No, it was 5. Acts of service, quality time. There's I think this. Yeah, gifts. Quality time gifts.
Affirmation. Did you say that?
Affirmation. Yeah, affirmation. Yeah, affirmation. So that was really good. Good. And those things, you gotta keep practicing.
Be consistent.
So listen, before we go to our commercial break, we're gonna come back and we're gonna have date night questions. That's what we're gonna say. Date night questions. Listen, May 2nd. Tell them about their company.
May 2nd, the part that we say, whatever is living testimony, community service, that will be our what?
The same.
Thank you. Release concert. It will be held right here in Virginia on May the 2nd at 5 o'clock. If I'm not mistaken, at 5 o'clock. And we would love to have you come. The tickets are only $20, VIP 30. And, I want you to come and just enjoy all of the things. If you know anyone that would love to come and just enjoy some good singing, some gospel groups, come on out and join us. And we'll give you some information before we leave tonight where you can get the tickets from. But I'm telling you, you are in for a treat.
Yes, you are.
Definitely.
Yes, you
And
are.
for a treat.
Giving info. Okay? So listen, we're going to go to commercial break right with date night questions. Okay, we're back. We're back. Yes, we're back. You're here. WC Maria Brown. I love that you took out of this thing. Yeah. So anyway, we were talking about, and then concert, they said it, 1513 Schools Point Road, North Virginia. 1513 Schools Point Road, North Virginia. May 2nd, Living Testimony Community Singers. We're in the group and come out here with a new single that we're dropping on that day. So look, date night questions. Okay? Date night questions. So, I think these questions, we hear a lot. We don't do it. So, question number one. Okay, this is for you. Okay, nobody else can you. All right. So, if you could change one core personality trait, what would it be?
Core personality.
Right.
Oh,
Ah,
oh. You know, like people being mean or something like that.
oh no, but that's
Oh,
one core personality trait. If you could change one personality trait that you have, what would it be?
that's not a good question, but I'll answer it as best as I can. Okay, but okay, so there are a lot of people in the world um, that may be, you know, jealous or upset with other people um, because of, I guess, decisions that they made in their lives, because decisions that made their life cause consequences that is beating them up today. Sometimes we people, um, sometimes people get, you know, jealous of what you have, and because they don't have it, and they begin to treat you a certain way. Um, if I could, if I could change that would be something I would change too. Is start to have joy when you see someone get something that you, for example, I have a friend that was a kid, and I love her so much. She means so much to me. And I always say, Caroline, come on, come to God. I always tell her that. But since day one, I just feel in love with her. She's a so sweet person, very knowledgeable about the job. I can ask her what she does, and she's just very, very knowledgeable. She's very knowledgeable. Well, anyway, she's my house.
Okay.
She was so excited. We're going out. What? I was just so excited for her because I knew this is something that she desired. It's something that she wanted to do. Instead of me being upset because you know we have a house. I was so excited for her. And every day I said, "What's for Friday? What's going on today?" And she would tell me how her house adventures were. And I said, "Don't be discouraged." I said, "Look, I'm gonna be praying for you, and I'm gonna pray that God open the door and you get exactly what you want." So, like for 3 weeks, she was telling me about different houses. She said, "Maria, this week I'm going to pray." I'm going to pray because I'm tired of looking at houses. Nah. I said, "Listen, don't worry. I don't pray about it." I said, "Come on, help me. You're gonna get exactly what you want." Because if she didn't like it, then my friend didn't like it. You know, her husband didn't like it. I was like, "Oh, have mercy." I said, "To go back and forth, make a long story short." She came to me today. I got into the house.
Ah,
I said, "Oh my God." And I'm rejoiced with her. So if we can just learn how to rejoice with others, what they have, and start appreciate what others have, and you know what? God will see fit that everything that you need, that you can have.
so your character trait was not rejoicing with other people's blessings. The question is, what character trait?
The trait, and the trait I'm talking about is being jealous, or you know, because of what other people. If I could have that switch to being joyous,
Okay.
you know, with others, start start to get things. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. The question was, if you had it, anyway, we keep moving on. That's what he said. He said you. I didn't say it. Okay. I really like these. Oh, oh. Check this out. If you could participate in a historical event, what would it be?
Am I answering the question, or are you answering the
Oh,
question yourself? No, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, historical event. You know what? I'm thinking a historical event. Historically, I, well, I did in 1968.
Okay.
This was after Martin Luther King was assassinated. I did participate in the Poor People's March that was in May of 1968. But if I had to pick a real, I would love to have been at the I Have a Dream speech. I would love to have been there because, I mean, you know, being 7 years old and seeing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people marching in Washington, you know, and to hear the speakers. And I looked at my dad and I said, Dad, when I get big, I'm going to live here. And sure enough, I can live in Washington, D.C. But we'll be historical event. I would love to be I Have a speech. How about you? A historian.
I can't say which one I would have wanted to be a part of.
What a big event and that you would have loved to have been at.
Oh my God. I think I would have loved to see the woman that touched the Henry's coffin. I think I would have loved to see that because you can only imagine what she was going through as she passed away just to get to Jesus. And she didn't physically touch him.
Right.
The hem of God is just the very tip of it.
Yeah.
And she had so much faith that she could be healed. And that it didn't matter if she was getting walked through, trampled because of the devil. She just believed God. And she believed that she could be healed. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I would love to see.
I would love to have seen most part of the scene.
Really?
Because I want to see I want to look on Pharaoh's face. I would love to have seen the look on his face. All this blood stuff. Drowning. All right, that one? Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
What takes your breath away?
What takes my breath away? Ask. No, I'll tell you what took my breath away. When we are our thing, let me tell you something. No, there's two times that took my breath away. One, it was the first time I dated. And we were invited to our first date in that church. And I invited you to come to church. And I was already up on the pulpit playing the keyboard. And you walked in. You had this beige, tan colored skirt on with tan colored stockings.
I didn't know stockings.
But you had brown shoes, red shoes on.
Yeah,
You had
with
you had your ponytail, and you walked in, and it was guys. It was like she was walking, like you remember Martisha in the Adams Family? It's like she was walking, gliding, and her feet were moving, and I'm sitting there going, I can't even play anymore. And I'm listening to her. Yes, so cute. And she's like, everybody in church can see you. You think this? No, I'm speaking to her. That was a rough thing. The second time was not rough for me. Was that I have my brothers behind me and our sons. And when you walk in, I lost it.
Really?
I lost it. I couldn't wait. And I'm telling my brothers, I'm telling that experience up there, and I'm telling my brothers, I said, please somebody tell me a joke. So I got somebody tell me a joke. But those I would never ever forget them 2 times. Wow. You know. And just recently, I took your wife because we need to put the bags were working. And when I took your wife out, I looked at it and I remembered it instantly.
Oh.
When I took it out. You know. I want you to come out again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do something again. Surprise.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So here's another one.
Mm-hmm.
What you learn about yourself this year? We're only in 4 months of this year.
Yeah.
What have you learned about yourself this year?
I learned one thing I learned about myself is how much I feel like I've grown since last year in love. And I feel like I've grown in that because you know how sometimes you can say you love somebody and you know and you really do love somebody, but you really don't know how much you love somebody until you go through things. And I feel like um I feel like my heart has grown. I feel like I am um, I'm able to do more things that I wasn't capable. I didn't think that I could do before, which makes me feel incredible. You know, because when you feel once you've grown and you can see the process in front of you, it just does something to you make you want to do more. So that's what I see for myself.
That's great. You know, self-realization is really powerful.
It is absolutely.
Especially when you learn things about yourself
Yeah.
that you didn't know.
But then also learn how to give yourself grace. Because sometimes you don't give yourself enough grace.
Really,
Meaning that, you know, things are going to come up, but you have to sometimes beat ourselves up when things don't happen
yeah.
the way that we want them to happen. So, you know, you give yourself some form of grace.
Yeah.
You know, and then a lot of things take as a process. So let the process work in you. And when the process work in you, it'll change you for the better.
That's deep.
Yeah, it'll change you for the better. That's what I'm so grateful for. I don't even know. Sometimes I don't even want to question why.
Mhm.
I'm just grateful.
Right.
You know, that's just
Right. Well, look, it's more good. Yeah.
let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see.
What? What you see?
Let me see.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Still come up with a good one.
Hmm. Let's see.
Yes. Let's see.
Hmm.
Bring it on.
God, you took that.
What? Okay.
What do you think about when you're alone?
Who? Boy, when I'm alone, um, I think about getting older.
What?
I do. I'm alone. I think about it quite a bit because when you get 67 is a real school, you know, and just thinking about, um, you know, other people my age that aren't as agile.
You
Going, I do.
that make you worse?
Um, so, you know, well, the thing I had my kids say is I don't get it off because if that happens, you're dead. So, but I think, you know, I just think about as I grow, hopefully grow gracefully, you know, if I still gonna be able to keep up with the young you know. Um, when I'm by myself, I think about how can I make our life better. Um, you know, and sometimes I'm thinking about I may go back. We used to say give yourself grace. You know, thinking of some things that I've done based on where I am now, and I have so much regret, you know, and not being able to go back and change those things. But at least now having the opportunity to realize what happened back then, make the same mistake, and it always don't have to be mistakes. You know, it can just be anything. You know,
But that doesn't make you.
right?
That's one
It
thing
doesn't.
I understand.
Yeah.
Your past doesn't make you, and we all of us have made and done some things that we wish that we wouldn't have done. But now that you know better, we do better. That's all it is. Like I said, some grace, and then just move on from it because the hope is that you learn. You learn a valid lesson, lessons that you can learn your own self. Oh man, those are the most incredible ones that you can grow from. And then as you start thinking, as you grow, then your mindset is changing. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I do think about that. About that. You know, you look at there's so much going on. In the world.
it is. Yeah. But you can, I guess, you know, be of good cheer. You know, it has it's over. Yes, it's over. In spite of all the things that we see and all the things that's going on, we got to keep trusting God.
True that.
We got to trust that He has our best interest at heart. You know, so yeah, things that we go through, trials may come, but we'll last.
Exactly. So listen, what thing would you change about the world?
If I could change one thing about the world, I would stop homelessness. That's the first thing I would do because everybody deserves to be in a good place where they can raise their children, and where they can feed them, clothe them, you know, not having to live in a car or living in a bus or whatever the case is, you know, that there's a roof over their head. Everybody deserves that, you know.
Yeah.
I would definitely, if I could do that, that would be one thing. I know I had, I think I told before, I had thought about opening up some form of place where people can come until they're able to get on their feet, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's so important. There's so many lives living here, different stages in people's lives where either they are widow or widower, or either their children have grown up and they're retired, or they haven't made the money that they were supposed to, but they can still deserve to live in a good place, you know. And it's just not fair. What about those veterans? You know, that served the country, and you know, now that they're out, they're medical discharge or discharged because they got injured and they can no longer use it or are using. I mean, they can no longer work like they did before on discharge, you know, and now they're not making the money that they were making when they did when they were working for the company. What about those people?
Yeah.
So stuff like that, you know.
I think about those veterans who didn't home discharge. They get utilized to be
That's crazy.
you know,
It's crazy. I mean, they serve their time and they can't get anything. I don't think that's not fair.
Yeah, it should be some kind of benefit.
Some type of conversation or something.
That may be a topic for another show.
Yeah.
If I could change the world, I would change the election of 2024.
Well,
I would get the main people who decided they didn't want to have a woman president, who thought that the rest of everybody else was going to and get her in again. I would change that heart. That's right. Because y'all did that. Like exactly what you asked for. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, don't get me started. Oh, Lord.
this is not a political today. Not a political platform.
But listen, so date night is it's just open to just anything.
True.
And I think it is kind of cool when you're just to be reflective, go to the park, go to the park, get your little lunch or something like that, and just take some, make it, be creative, as to what you can do. If you don't have a lot of money, there's still things you can do. There's still things you can do that for.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, we just figured out so much. Yes, I see. Yes, I see they too. Yeah, they do. You know, it's a joy to be a grandparent.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, it is. There's nothing like it. I'm just, you all don't have them yet. Um, that's the little thing. Some of these grandparents, I get younger and younger. I saw one lady. I thought it was your daughter. She said, my grandbaby. And she was 30 something. Yeah. I'm like,
well, she was like, she was
when she was 14. Yeah. She had a child when she was 14. And then her daughter ended up having one too. So, um, but that's you're there. But these are great questions, just to ask and constantly explore your spouse. Constantly explore your spouse. You learn something new every day.
and and also on that note, we grow. So as the years come, you're gonna grow. You're gonna change.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
person you were 20, when you turn 40, you're not the same person. Your values change, your life change,
Yeah.
all those things change, and it's a constant relearning of yourself and relearning of each other. So that's why it's important to be consistent with the date nights, consistent with the get to know you, because you may not remember what it will be. That's all you will have to remember back and forth, now you have other colors or maybe different patterns or
You,
stuff like
you, we went to a birthday party. They were playing music in the 70s and 80s. I said, come on, get up and dance with me. She's like, that's not my kind of music.
no,
You
I said, oh, that's before my time.
you blow your mind, but you can still get it, Johnny guitar with guitar, lots, George too. Them man, I got stylistic spinners. Let me tell you, that's what music. And I can find some music that I was thinking that you just make you school. God bless you. You make me feel brand new. I feel. Singing the wrong key. I'm singing this song for you. Make me feel brand new. And find the words to tell you how I feel.
Oh, look at
Oh, that's all right. I'm still singing.
okay.
I'm going to sing every verse.
Okay.
That's right. So we started. I'm going to sing every verse. I swear I am.
I have a reason why I'm
Yeah. So you gotta have, you gotta have, you can't be serious all the time, and I know things are gonna happen, but you gotta have, you gotta enjoy life, you gotta enjoy your spouse, your significant other, you gotta enjoy your family members, we took vows to love one another unconditionally, to the good, to the bad, difficult, to the obnoxious, to the silly, everything, and going back and looking at those vows that were made, you gotta take it very seriously, because we stand before God and these people,
right.
before these witnesses,
Yeah.
to do that. Again, we love you all so much, so much. Don't forget, go to beyondvows.sksttv at gmail.com. Gmail.com. Beyondvows.sksttv at gmail.com. And look, don't forget about the patch. Go to WM Brown. I'm going to MW Brown. MW Brown .superpatch.com, and just look at it. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. You know. So again, we thank you so much. We thank our granddaughter for being with us. We don't have her on camera, but I can't wait to. I'm waiting for this. Papa. So we love you. Thank you again from us to you here at SKST Podcast Studios in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Beyond the Vows. See you again next week. Love you.